Okay, so we have an order here. It's heading off to Seven Hills, New South Wales. It's one that I've already wrapped and packed, but seeing we've just moved, I'll just take the coat off. The thing we've just moved, I'm going to double check, but it survived the trip all intact, although why with all this bubble wrap it would not have. I always prefer to put my crystals in with tissue paper or paper towel in this case. So there it is, a lovely citrine. So here's the lovely citrine here, lovely rainbows in it. It's polished on all sides. Obviously it had some damage, so they've polished it in at funny angles. I've put a bit of blue tack on there just to protect the point a little better, but of course that needs to be removed because it definitely reduces the energy of it. So I'll pop it back in its paper towel. I thought I'd do a few videos packing things up. I find it quite interesting to see how people go about their day of working, and who doesn't like to have an excuse to see more crystals. I'm just making sure I've got all the edges and the point properly packed. In fact, I find it sometimes very restful watching people doing their work. We are strange, we humans. Okay, so I have my thank you card for the customer. Have information about the crystal. Pop it in there. I try to reuse everything, so this is some butcher paper from a house move. Just maybe that's enough just to jam it. Okay. So I will stick the label on there. I've just realised I've forgotten to put a little card in there about my new business. So I'll add that in, and then that order is done. Very excited crystal going to its new home. Orders. This is one going to our regular who lives in Queensland, Wammaran, and she has bought a silver pendant here. Now this is an interesting pendant because when we first saw it, we asked what was it, and we were told it was serpentine cooked in vegetable oil, which, given the structure, I could understand someone might think that, but it seemed a little strange because seraphinite. So someone said that this was seraphinite cooked in vegetable oil. And I went, why would anyone cook an expensive crystal like seraphinite, which is already in rare supply, into another crystal? Anyway, then what happened is later in the day, I went round the corner and lo and behold, there it was as a natural piece, and it's actually a muscovite or a mica, a golden mica. So you might notice it doesn't look very even on the top. If you actually see, and I'll try and put a photo up of the real crystal, you'll notice it's amazing that they were able to polish it at all. Now please always keep in your handbag one of these types of things so that when you do take off your earrings or your pendant, or, well, if you need a bigger one if you want bracelets, you don't have them floating around the bottom of your handbag getting damaged. So we're back. We had a slight problem because of the move. Everything's gone everywhere, and so I couldn't clean the crystals of the old labels. So we're back to this order. Just checking that. Now we're using eucalyptus oil, which is a great degluer. Obviously there'll be certain crystals I won't use that with, but in this case it's fine. I'm just utilising paper towels that we use to pack crystals for the move. And that was an Amazonite egg. So Amazonite I find is a great crystal for those of us who are quite earthy, but we can get quite emotional and very in our headspace. So it really just calms everything down, helps the communication once again come from the heart and not the head. Now, this is aquamarine bracelets. This is, and I have no idea what they're buying. I suspect maybe it's 2 aquamarines for mum and 2 aquamarines for daughter, or maybe they're giving a whole lot of gifts to various friends and things. So I'm sure they will tell me what they're for when I ask them. Okay, so now that was really lovely quality aquamarine, not coloured at all. It's a nice way to get aquamarine in high grade for less than if you try and do a round bead, but unfortunately not so many people find it the look as nice. So I'm just going to stop there because I've got to go find a box for this, and it'll be on its way. Okay, this is heading off to Willoughby, which is funny because our shop used to be just a couple of suburbs away from Willoughby. But as it's now closed, so this had to be an online order. And if you're wondering what this lovely piece is, it's called Snowflake Obsidian. It's a different version to the Mexican one because you can see it actually looks like much more like flowers as opposed to snowflakes. It even has a slightly pink tinge. Now this is a bit of eucalyptus oil on a cotton bud just to clear away the sticker that was on there. The nice thing about not having a shop anymore is I won't have to put stickers on my crystals anymore. And this is labradorite turtle. I'm hoping you can see the shimmer there. I'll just stand up and just see if you can get that. So really lovely little quality pieces. Okay, I seem to have misplaced the thank you card, so I will create a thank you card. I will bundle this up and send it in Australia Post shortly.